So without wasting much time, let's first of all go and look at fundamentals for the week. What are we expecting this week? So today being 18th of November, no news at all. So on Tuesday 1:30, we have Canadian CPI and USD building permits at 1:30. And building permits, we're expecting positive news. And also G20 summit. Okay, it's beginning tomorrow. Yeah, G20 meeting or G20 summit, they are starting that one tomorrow. So I'm sure it goes on within the week. I don't know. We'll find out. So on Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. Okay, so Wednesday too, we have no news. Wow, this week is going to be boring actually. On Thursday, unemployment claims and Fed manufacturing index. Unemployment claims, we expected negative. Fed, we expected negative. 3 p.m. existing home sales, we expecting positive. And on Friday, oh, what's happening on Friday? From morning till evening is red. Okay. On Friday, 245 flash manufacturing PMI, flash service PMI. There is no forecast. All right. And 3 p.m. consumer sentiment that we are expecting negative. So these are the fundamentals we have for the week. All right. These are the fundamentals for the week. So let's go back to the chart. Weekly time frame. Okay. So if you look at weekly time frame, you can see that gold is really crazy, right? Gold is super crazy. As it broke this support, selling. So the next support is the 2514 to 2500 level, or even 2495. All right. Yeah, and also you can see that it closed. Last week's candle closed below the opening of this candle and the closure here. All right. If I turn to line with markets, let me show you. You see that we have a dot right there. And it closed below the dot, meaning this market is going to fall down more. All right. Yeah. So let's go to daily time frame. Looking at daily, what is happening? Daily breakout. Yeah, and you see that this level on daily got respected. 2 days got respected. So, according to daily time frame, I will be expecting something like this. Let me see if I can get. Who is that? Mute yourself as soon as possible. Mute yourself. Who is that? Fuck. Okay, so if you look at daily, I'm expecting that the market can push to this level and then we can experience a drop. Based on what happened for 2 solid days, respecting the level, there can be a push all the way here, then it falls to this level. All right. That can happen, but we don't know yet. So let's keep ahead and go to H4. All right, so when you go to H4, can this really happen? What I was talking about, can it really happen? Let's find out here. You see that there was this breakout. Look here. Right, this was support which got broken, and then second support. So support 1, support 2. The first support got broken, and now you can see that the market went to test that support level. All right, and has respected. So for the market to push all the way to this level as we are expecting on daily, this level must break first. Okay, this level must break first before the market can push all the way to the daily breakout. If not, there will be water falling all the way to this level direct. Okay, so expect anything or any outcome. Now, if you look at H4 tricked a lot of people. What am I talking about? Look here. You can see for sure that this level got broken, right? Look here. Yeah, that was it. It got broken. So at the rate test, a lot of people were looking to sell gold. But what happened? It broke to the upside again, came retesting, and now you see that the market has been ranging. I think it was 2 days, right? Yeah. So what should you do in terms of this, or in this case scenario? What you have to do is to just fold your arms and wait. Okay? Just fold your arms, wait, and see. If you get another breakout here and you get the rate test, then you buy. You sell. If you don't get the rate test, you still wait. Okay? Also, so it's either you are breaking this level to sell down or this level to buy up. So in this consolidation phase, you can still look for buy and sell. When we go to the lower time frames, we can still get buy and sell here. All right, but you are looking at the long term, then you should wait for the breakout, either to the downside or to the upside. But if it breaks this line, what about this? If it breaks that line above, what about this? Because this is also another level, right? Yeah, that's also another level. So in this scenario, let's go to H1 and find out what is happening. Good. So H1, you can draw a trend line there. Draw a trend line and you can see that trend line breakout already. Right, 1, 2, 3, and it's got broken. We're testing already. So if as long as this trend line has been broken, this level is no longer strong like it used to be. Okay? Yeah, so when the market is coming, when the market decides to drop, do not expect a buy here because it might mess your life. All right, do not expect a buy. Only if it respects, but most of the time, it doesn't respect this level. Okay? Yeah. So if the market is selling, then you should just be looking for sells and not buys. All right. So if it starts selling and you want to enter, you see we have H1 demand here, which the market came to test. So when the market is coming back, it is coming to break this demand, come all the way here. As soon as this level is also broken, you can load more cells. Okay? You can load more cells after this level is broken. Then you come all the way to the 25.14 and 25.00. Okay? So looking about gold, this is what we are going to focus on for the week. All right, especially tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'm expecting that there might be a push here, and probably it may break or respect, drop come all the way here, then you can look for a buy, or it may consolidate here, so New York, and then New York time, it can give you a sell confirmation and keep selling, or it can also break this during the Asian and London session, goes all the way to this level, then New York session, we can look for a sell. All right, so these are all possibilities. These are all possibilities. You just need patience and wait to see what is going to happen. Once you get your confirmations right, you can go into the market. Why am I not drawing zones here? I'm not drawing zones here because to me, all this level is weak now. Okay, this level is weak now, but we can still draw and observe what will happen when the market comes back there. Okay, already I've told you that this level is very risky. If you want to buy here, it's very risky. So guys, just to observe the markets, once a breakout here, once we get a breakout and a retest, then we will buy all the way to this level. Or we can also get something like this, a push all the way here, and then a breakout, another breakout, and then waterfall. Okay, yeah. So all these are possibilities. We don't really know what is going to happen. We just have to be on the sidelines and wait. At the same time, this level can also be respected and push here. And then from there, we can experience the push to the up down side. So you just have to exercise patience and wait and see. Only trade what you see and not what you think. All right. Trade what you see and not what you think. So basically, this is all I see about the gold markets. If you have a question, you can ask. If there is no question, maybe we can look at a different pair or something like that. Any question? All right, if there is no question, let me take you to US30. US30, what's happening to US30? Daily time frame. Wow. So US30 on weekly time frame, you can see a nice breakout structure, right? A nice breakout. Very beautiful. And it was also trading all-time high, right? The reason why I was telling you when I was doing the BTC analysis that you shouldn't buy is because of something like this. When you see an all-time high like that, there is a possibility that the market will test the immediate breakout before it pulls back again and continue on the move. Okay, yeah. So if you look at US30, you can see that it broke this structure and recently it is coming to retest. So are we going to see a strong push to the upside, or it's going to come back here before it pushes? For US30, he is really mad. This pullback, the next candle can pull back all the way here before the push to the upside can happen. Okay, yeah, so he's very crazy and you need to trade him with too much smartness. All right, patience, too much patience, and also to be smart as well. If not, he will mess your life most of the times. So daily time frame, what is happening? Now, if you look at daily, you can see a beautiful structure, right? A very beautiful structure whereby we get a trend line, right? We get a trend line. And this is the first touch, second touch. So a third touch is likely to happen. At the same time, there's a nice break and retest. Beautiful one. So what is going to happen? Now you can see that the market tested the retest, got rejected a little. So are we going to experience a push downwards to something like this for a continuation push? If that happens, that will be very good. And if that is going to happen, it means that we are going to experience a sharp move. Then the market will give you a wick and flies. Okay? Because this break and retest, this retest level is valid. So we can also experience that the market will just fly and then go a little, come back like this, then we'll continue on flying. Okay? Something like this can also happen. So just be open. Just be open and watch and trade what exactly you are going to see. Okay? So looking at H4 time frame, looking at H4, wow. Interesting. Okay, so if you look at H4, I'm not sure the market can actually pass this level due to how strong it looks. But looking at how this candle also closed, anything can happen. So on this note, you just have to be on the sidelines and watch. Okay? Just be on the sidelines and watch the markets and see what is really going to happen. Now, inside this level, here is a free zone. So, it's either the market will bounce this level and go back, consolidate for some time, and then later come and meet this trend line. Anytime this market will come to the trend line, don't joke with it. Get it aggressive buy, okay? When it comes for the third touch, just shoot and shoot well. Shoot it very hard, okay? Look at the structure. Very nice. Okay. Hey, I think we have the third touch already, but it couldn't really touch, right? Yeah, the third touch was almost happening, but if you look at it, you can see that it didn't really touch the trend line. So I will still expect a third touch. Yeah, this is not a touch for me. I will still expect a third touch. All right. So watch out. Anytime the market comes there, you see, just give a nice shoot, and you are going to enjoy. So according to H4, I'm not really seeing anything much. All I see is what I have drawn here. You see this can be a retest zone. This can also be a retest. So the market can push here and then push back because you see that the market is really hanging on the retest level. It's hanging there. It couldn't really touch well. So possibly it will touch and somehow, let me show you this. You see this level? It can even drop. It can even drop to touch this level before it flies. So tomorrow, if you are going to trade US30, be careful, okay? Because that level is a sure, possibly that it can touch before it flies. So if you are going to trade the US30, just be careful tomorrow, Right. So H1, what is happening in H1? H1. Let's go here. Let's see something. Good. So you can see nice. And this level is also nice. But when you come here, you see that it couldn't really touch this level. The reason I'm saying we can still come back here is because look at what is happening here. After it got here, it was trying to push, but still rejections, meaning the market still has potentials to drop. And that's because of this. Okay, look at this structure here. That is why it is rejecting this level. So potentially we will fall to this level, then a strong push to the upside. Tomorrow, this might happen. Okay, this might happen tomorrow. So be careful how you're going to treat this market tomorrow. All right. Yeah. So basically for US30, that is what I will be expecting. So tomorrow we can also experience a push to this level, or this can also happen when the market opens. There might be a gap to test this level during the London session, and then during New York we can fly, we can sell all the way here, and from here you can see around 3:30 to 4 p.m. you will see that the push to the upside will begin, and then it will break all this resistance and keep flying. Okay, yeah, so guys, just observe, relax yourself, and when you see the opportunity, you trade. All right, so this is about US30. If you get a question here too, you can ask. If not, let's move on to NASDAQ. Any question here? Okay, Chris. All right, Chris, you can talk. Chris? Or was a mistake? Okay, I think so. All right, so NASDAQ. NASDAQ. Let me search for NAS 100 instead. I see. I don't remember the day I did this analysis. It's been a long time. Okay, so let's go to NASDAQ. If you look at NASDAQ is also moving similar to US30. You see that. Now, NASDAQ has also went ahead all-time high, right? A new all-time high, breaking the resistance. And now you can see that the market is testing the resistance, which is now support, an all-time high. Okay, so this is a breakout and a retest nicely. So what is going to happen? Is it going to start flying? Is it going to start flying, or it's going to pull back a little before flying? All right. So let's go to daily time frame. On daily, let me see if we can get a trend line here. Okay, so on daily time frame, this is the trend line. Okay, so this trend line has already gotten its third touch already. So we are not really going to focus on the trend line that much. So if you are not focusing on the trend line, then let's continue. So if you look at it, you can see that it is testing the breakout already, right? So are we going to expect a strong push to the upside, or it can also fall to this level? We have a demand here, daily demand zone, right, or another block. So potentially the market can come all the way here before it pushes to the upside. So look at H4. And looking at H4, I think we can also draw an inner trend line right here. Yes, it's possible. And looking at the H4 time frame, now you see that it makes sense. right? It makes sense. Sitting on the trend line, and look at this level. This level is also a strong level. So are we going to experience a push? Because this is a third touch, right? This is a third touch. All these I consider as a second touch. And here will be the third touch. But don't be in a hurry. Oh, I said this is the third touch, so you start buying. No, just wait, relax. Okay? Just relax yourself until you get the confirmation. Even though there's a nice resistance support. Okay? That's a nice support meeting the trend line. So it is a sure thing that the market will fly. But US30, NASDAQ, they are all crazy pairs. It can just come all the way to activate that daily demand. Then it will go with sharp speed. That's why I'm saying don't be in a hurry to buy here. Okay? It can drop all the way to activate the demand. Then with a sharp speed, it will start flying, breaking every resistance. Okay? So if you want to follow NASDAQ, just be careful. And tomorrow during New York session, we will see if he really wants to take away the demand before going, or it will start flying right from here. The market might consolidate until New York before the push will begin. Okay? So H1 time frame. When you look at H1, you can see that the market tested the trend line and it's kind of pushing up. So just be on the sidelines and wait and see what is really going to happen. Okay? So we can also experience, according to H1, we can experience something like this, a double bottom here, then a continuation push, or he will also drop all the way to levels like this and probably here, then it will fly. So when you see that this level, this trend line has been broken, do not, and I repeat, do not be in a hurry to look for a retest and sell. Okay? If you see that this trend line is broken, do not be in a hurry to look for a sell because trend line breakout, because of what is happening in the higher time frames. Okay? Yeah, so know how to handle this market from tomorrow throughout the week. And I'm sure it's going to be something good. Okay? So basically, this is all I also have to tell you about USD NASDAQ. So if you look at the 30 minutes, you see that it respected nicely. And it couldn't really give me the morning star I want. Look at it, how the morning star closed. So you know this is a weak morning star. All right, yeah, so that's why the market is not really pushing. So just observe, and during New York, you will see what will happen. So those of you in the US30 and the NASDAQ club, we are going to trade tomorrow as well. All right. So if you are not in, just follow the analysis I made and you can trade yours by yourself. All right. So guys, that's all about US32. If you get a question, you can ask. If there is no question, then that comes to the end of today's session. Any question? All right. I believe silence means consent, meaning there is no question. So thank you all for coming. Have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow. If you haven't joined the Gold Mastery, you can join because we are starting very soon, maybe next week. All right. So if you haven't joined the Gold Mastery, make sure to join. And this is the Black Friday promo, just $50. Paying $50 to gain this knowledge is something you should consider doing. All right. Okay, so I'll see you guys tomorrow and have a nice day.